Hello, 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 story time. How are we? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday, happy stream day, happy all that other nonsense. I hope you are all doing very well. I'm already too goddamn warm. It is too warm in this place, I swear to God. But we shall persevere. On today's stream, we shall be doing a good bit of work on the Death Guard Terminators, getting some more work on them. Like, we're very close to having them finished now. We're only like picking out individual details from a bunch of them and then doing things like the metallics, some oxidization, stuff like that. But Middle Earth, Old World Wednesday's video will be this Bretonnian Grail Knight, finally, the old one that I got. I'll talk about him in a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do on stream is get him built and ready for being sprayed in the morning and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do him first, and then we're going to work on the Death Guard. That's my plan. Hopefully you like my plan. If you don't, tough. Okay, over on the YouTube, we have Joel. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? We are feeling good. Matt Molin. Hello, hello, hello. With the Mantis Warrior symbol. I like it. Over on the old Twitcher, we have Glyn. Hello. Gabrinsky, White Wolf. Death Notice. Good evening. Colin Spinning Adventure is here. Your Eldar figure was amazing. Whose Eldar figure? What did I miss? Just knocked over another figure. Brontes is here. Good evening. Mr. Cookie G. Queen of the Tyranids is here. Thank you very much. Hendrickson is here. Desolate 7 is here. Psycho, evening. Oh, you said Old World. I'm so happy. Yeah, I did. Old World, or what we call the weird Napoleonic wargamers in the back of the shop. Middle? What? Milled Old World? What am I missing here? Reverend, what are you saying? Milled Old World, or what we call the weird Napoleonic war games in the back of the shop. Middle. What? What am I missing here? I'm just not smart. You didn't miss the Eldar figure. It's in the show. Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm not allowed to look at it yet. Okay. I'm excited for that now. Damn right, I'm the Northern Queen. You're damn right you are. A bare necessity. Hola. Middle Old World. And you guys remember a couple streams ago when I was snarky with that guy at the end because he was talking about like the roleplay books and he says they were never called Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Man, when I was over in Warhammer World on the weekend, when you walk into the foyer now, there's a whole section where they're selling all the RPG books and every single one of them said Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay on it. And I just wish I knew that guy so I could take a picture and send a snarky picture to him. So he'd be like, see, I told you, shut up. But I didn't because I'm a good boy. Oh, Mr. Shabby is here. Hello. You started saying Middle Earth. Every time I want to say Old World Wednesday, I accidentally start by saying Middle Earth Monday. I wish I could just continue doing both of them forever. I might do one of these days, but they're just so good. We want to paint Lord of the Rings dollies. They're so good. Mr. Alderon is here. Hello. I love the Death Guard content. Just started my own. Very nice. I'm very much enjoying painting Death Guard. Like thoroughly from the bottom of my heart. Enjoying painting every miniature from it. Spend a lot of time looking at the Death Guard and the cabinets in Warhammer World again. It's funny how like projects you're working on hit different when you're going through the Hall of Miniatures, you know? Like, so I definitely took my time with them and took them all in and stuff. So I'm gonna really enjoy it. And like I said, my goal is to finish the content of that box set that got sent to me, and then after that, if I'm like encouraged to push, like if it's still in my brain, I'm like I'm gonna keep going. My goal is to do every sculpt. That's the next thing, if you know what I mean. Because there's so many unique sculpts out there because they were in that starter box. They were a starter army for so long. So I'm very excited for that. Just pick up the Pox Rot box, so I'm looking forward to painting these. Nice. Just got to figure out the right army painter paints. There's conversion charts and stuff for it, whatever you need. So I have a bunch of army painter paints on the way to me. They were sent quite a while ago, but they're taking quite a long time to get here. And I don't know whether I have to pay a bajillion euro on customs on them, but yeah. What are you working on today? It doesn't look like Death Guard. At the very start of the stream, I said I've got my Death Guard here, and I'll be working on finishing off my Terminator squad. First of 3 Terminator squads. Not including Death Shroud, so first of like 5 Terminator squads. But first, I'm doing for Old World Wednesday, I'm doing this old, the Grail Knight guy. The old, or is he questing knight? I can't remember now. I need to look him up again. I think he's a questing knight actually. But he's a questing knight with a lance, so he doesn't make much sense. But it's the guy that goes with him. This is his jester. So when I did the video for him, I talked about there was another character they were sold together, and they like go around like little adventures, kind of like Geralt and Thingy. Toss a coin to your questing knight. No valleys of plenty. So I did the video for him, and I mentioned that I didn't own that guy, and then someone very kindly sent me him. That was a long time ago, so now I'm finally getting a chance to actually do it because I'm just in a mood to finish a nice old model. So there you go. So I'm going to build him so he's ready to be painted tomorrow, and then I'll work on my Death Guard. Hello, hobby people. Felragon, hello. I've actually been getting through models, still have plenty though. It's always the way. Thursday is the Twitch showcase, right? Laura will tell us. Yes. Greetings, folks, from Plutonium. Okay, race with the devil. Then I see if I can finish my current whip before then. Nice. Working on a cardigan. I like cardigans. Master of Splash. What is your Death Guard color scheme? As in, you want to know how I paint these guys? They're not finished yet, but this is the scheme that I'm working on at the moment. I've done loads of videos for them on the channel, man, to show you how to paint them up if you want to check out the schemes and the paints and everything used. A few sneaky tricks in there to make them pop, so feel free to check them out. I'm in my happy place, painting Blood Angels. Yeah. I was only thinking about Blood Angels earlier, because like, I have Fleshed Hairs, you have your Blood Angels, and Tim does Blood Angels, so we should just do a Devastation of Battle game and have a bunch of Tyranid players come in and fight us. Laura is on with the answers tonight. What are the winning lotto tickets? I wish she knew because it's 200 million currently. Painting Blood Angels over here too. Nice. Got taste. Gotta love Blood Angels. I'm so happy I picked up the old Combat Patrol with the Poxwalker spam. Everyone hated it. Now they all want it. I know. I'm glad I've got 160 Poxwalkers. For some reason. Have you used the John Blanche Army paints? I know. I'm not a big fan of the John Blanche style and the palette, the color. It's not my thing. So I'm not really interested in it. They're sending me the historical paint sets and then a couple of their new triad systems and something else or some other thing. So I'm going to have a good proper play with the new war paint range in the next kind of week or two. No painting or building tonight. Some electronics work for me. Nice. I did a quick video today, my talky one, where I'm just nattering about what I did over the weekend and the Warhammer World trip and games and kind of stuff like that. And there was like one of the main reasons for that is it's very quick to make one of those videos, which then frees up the rest of the day because I just needed to do a bunch of maintenance on 3D printers and getting some cleaned up and worked on and cleaned out and you know what I mean? So I had to move some around as well, set up a new one that I'm going to be doing some videos on, review stuff on. Yeah, I was doing lots of tech stuff all day as well. So yes. I'd love to see how the historical paints are. I will be using them to paint up stuff. So, like I've got my American army and I'm going to use the American paint set to paint up some of the models in and see how they turn out. Yeah, I have some Germans from the new starter set as well, but they're the winter ones, which I've already done a video on, but I might do some more videos on them in the with that paint set again. I don't know what the third one is. It'd be the Brits, wouldn't it? I don't have any Brits. So maybe I should get an SAS army. Then I could take Paddy Main. How did your games go on the weekend? Well, they went well. I won 4 and lost 1. I lost to Mr. Cookie G, the fellow Tyranid player. That's why he is king of the Tyranids, because he kicked the ever-loving shit out of me. The game went very funnily, because it was me with my advanced moves and my scout moves completely surrounding his army on turn 1 and charging most of his army on turn 1 and devastating everything except for his Carnifex Brute and his Exocrine and some other gun beasts at the back, which just weren't really important. But the key thing is his Exocrine and his brood of Carnifexes. And I knew that I was going to have one good turn for me where I got to kill all his little bugs. And then my stuff doesn't kill big things. So then I just please go away, Mr. Exocrine and Carnifexes. And they did not. They just pummeled me into mist. So that was really funny. It was a very funny game. We were nuts laughing the whole time. Did you see the internet is exploding with the idea? You even spell it ideal. Why is there an L at the end of it? Coming back as one of the strategies in the book. Says excluding monsters, and the only thing in Space Marines that are monsters are Primarchs. Hello, Governor. Okay, let me see. Is this coming back as one of the strategies in the book? What? Excluding monsters, and the only thing in Space Marines that are monsters are Primarchs. I think it's future-proofing themselves in case they do decide to bring stuff back, or I don't know. It is possible. It is very possible we still get the wolf. It's like we did not get the lion with the Dark Angels, so they could hold the wolf back and have him as one of the parts of the campaign that for Armageddon. Maybe Space Wolves are getting the absolute granny kicked out of them, and then the wolf shows up to save them. I don't know, but I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. All right, I need to get my tools, and to start constructing this little boy. Here's a clippers. Where's my knife? I was using my knife, wasn't I? Knife and some super glue. So let's just get the horsey sorted first, and then I'll work on the dude after that. After the fact, actually, I just go from here, don't I? Oh, valley of plenty. Oh. Could the wolf come out about the same time before the 11th edition to what the lion did before 10th to drive sales if it's necessary? So next year, as in the next financial year for Games Workshop, is about to start, and this is their troublesome year. So every 3 years they have a troublesome year because they don't have new 40k or new Age of Sigmar to boost sales, so they have to make up for those sales in other ways. And they tend to jam pack the year with kind of crazy releases and stuff like that. So that's why they'll release Titanicus or Legion Imperialis or whatever in those times to help boost the sales. Primarchs and stuff definitely boost the sales, so it's not impossible. Hello, great meeting you in Warhammer World. Oh, Medusa is here. He's not in the chat right now. That's alright. The wolf comes back at Armageddon, but for a totally petty reason. The lion beat Angron, and now the wolf needs to prove he can too. Yeah. Could the wolf beat the Angron? I don't know. Could he do it? I was hoping for Battlefleet Gothic this year. Yeah, maybe. Like it was a possibility. But there's no sign of anything like that yet, so they're doing a new Heresy edition instead. I'm painting my 4th Sword Brethren. Those are such cool models. I have a full 10 of them painted up. I love them. The wolf would huff and he'd puff and he'd probably stab him in the face. I mean, yeah. Damn it, Angron and Russ fight before the Heresy. Angron kicked the living daylights out of him. Yeah. Russ was like, my arms has still beaten. Yeah. So how long does it take to become happy with your paint jobs? Been at it for a year. About an hour a night. And you're not happy with your models? I think the question is to why you're not happy. Like, what are you comparing them to? See you later, Mr. Shobby. I hope you're well and have a good evening. Tifton Tim. Oh, talk to... I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit the play on the music. I don't think Laura sent me music, did she? No. So I'll just put on something that will get us immediately demonetized. There you go. That's the... what? I don't know what language you're speaking, but it's not English. One of the things I have to do with this guy is I have to cut away the saddle front and back. See these bits? Because it's sculpted onto the dude. So I have to remove these parts, which shouldn't be too hard with this one. Yeah, it was good. The games were good. There was a couple of games which were a bit odd. And it was just my army, like I said, my army moved so fast and like did its thing, usually turn one everything, that none of my games went long. You know, all it required was 2 or 3 turns. So some games felt a little less gamey and a little more, you know what I mean? So which is fine. He's gone full Emperor of Mankind. Sounds like you're recording the bath. What? Your mic just went weird. Is my mic still weird? Sexy reverb. Oh, is it because I turn on the audio captures? I'll just turn this off. Just means I won't hear the music very well. I think that was the problem. And I gotta get you here. So this model, I don't know when this model was brought out or sculpted or anything, so I need to find all that information out before I do the video on him. But this guy was cast probably before I was born. Yes. Do. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, sir? Go for it painting. I hope you're well. They look dirty to me, or just not fancy like others I see. They look good. Maybe I'm crazy. Never mind. Maybe you are crazy. But if they're dirty or they're looking thingy, maybe you just need to push your highlights a little bit more. And if that doesn't make sense to you, please do say. You gotta be careful with that whole technical jargon malark. Today, the Dark Arts by Two Thin Coats came on Kickstarter. Considered backing it, but it's €130, 140 with shipping, depending on whether I go for the first 72 hours or wait and once they've paid customs on it. Not quite worth it for us in Norway. Yeah, 130 is how many paints is it? I think I backed it. Like I said, I backed the original one. I think it was like 200 I spent. So I don't know. 30 paints. How many was in the first wave? More than 30, is there? Oh God, can't remember. Like, it's in front of me. I should just count them, but I couldn't be bothered. How many's in a side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 12, 24, 36, 40, like over 50, 55, 60 paints. So yeah, it's twice the paints for 200. But there's 180 in total now. Yeah. Still waiting for something to turn up. Yeah. Right, let's clean up this shield. I shouldn't use this. I shouldn't be using this clippers for this. I should be using crappy clippers. None of my clippers are that crappy. One of them is. Where's my metal one? It's actually pretty good too, to be honest. Are you the wrecked one? Yeah, you're pretty wrecked. NH, thank you very much for the £5 donation. I really appreciate that. How hard is ours as Horus Ascended to put together compared to a Justerian Terminator? Also, how bad as are the Saturnine models? So the Horus Ascended model is a little finicky. There's lots of parts. I did a whole video on him, built and painted. It is tricky. It's a Primarch, so it's a lot more parts than a Justerian Terminator, but it's exactly the same process as a Justerian. You just take your time, make sure you clean off all the parts correctly, follow the instructions with what parts to glue where and in what order, and you'll be fine. The Saturnine models are a bizarre one because I really, really disliked them when I first seen them. Something about them just didn't resonate with me at all. Then we watched the reveal shows, and I gotta be honest, like I don't like them yet, but I now am holding reservations off till I paint one myself. I'm curious to see how it is when I paint one up or how they feel in my hand, kind of thing. The Mark II Marines look amazing. They're beautiful. Some things don't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know why there's the gun platform thing is in the box or whatever. There, it's a bit not Space Marine-y to me. So I don't know about that. But then they showed us a plastic fell blade, and I like need 12. So yeah, the new metallics look really nice. Yeah. The 1989 called the Saturnine models and asked for their shoulder pads back. Yeah. Like, it's definitely a design choice. That's definitely not for everybody. Are you Flash or are you part of the model? What am I looking at? I don't know. I don't think you're part of the model. And obviously seeing the size of them as well is a little jarring. Like, each individual Saturnine Terminator is bigger than Vulcan Hestan was. That's a bit weird. I'm going to actually paint up my Gen 1 Saturnine now. You have some of the original ones? Nice. Or do you have the ones from whatever that company is called? How do you go together, sir? Is it like that? Quite a large gap behind you there. Does anyone remember what this guy's name is so I can look up a picture of him? I don't know what angle his lance goes on. I'm going back to it. GW original. Nice. Audio is fixed, thank you. Appreciate it, Kabrinsky. I knew it was something like that. Named Questing Knight. I think he's a Questing Knight. He is Tristan, yeah, you're right. Tristan. There he is. So, this is the one that is like the main one, and the shield that I was given is not his shield. Huh. I don't have that shield. Interesting. Interesting. So he wants the pommel like up here. So it is like that. That is the like positioning you want to put it at. So let's just do that first. I was close. You were pretty close. Black Dog Painting. Finally managed to catch a stream. I hope you're all having a great evening. Thank you very much, Black Dog, for getting involved, jumping into the stream and getting the chats in. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Gorgenson. I think. Oh, damn it. I think my issue is highlights. Yeah, it can be. If you're leaving it just like base colored and washed, a model can look quite dull. This goes way up over his shoulder, but how does it go that way if it's... Like, what in the hell? Oh, there's the back one. Yeah, like you want it like right up here. They want the loot right up there. But look at the way it... I mean, I guess it's fine. Let's just go with it. I just knocked it off. Let's just go with it. If it's not entirely like... It's an old model. You gotta give it its dues. It's a pretty gnarly gap behind his shoulder now. Where is they? Anderson Hydrate, yes sir. Paul Carroll, hello Andy. Paul from the way over the other side of the pond. Great video for painting. I've followed you since I started my orc army, but now I have decided to start another army. Black Templars, the correct choice. Any Son of Dorn is the correct choice, to varying degrees of course. Imperial Fists and Black Templars are like pretty much even. And then all the way at the bottom it's Crimson Fists, but they're still Sons of Dorn, so we can still be slightly proud of them. But yeah, the correct choice, Black Templars. They're awesome. They're knights, but Space Marines. Like, it's like everything Dark Angels wishes they were. The fact that he has a jester, his name could clearly be Sir Blackadder and Debbie Baldrick. It could be. I'm trying to get Tristan the Troll from eBay. Stupidly expensive. I know, and someone just sent him to me. That's why I feel obliged to get him done and have him be deployed in an army. Like, obviously he's a questing knight, or I think he's a questing knight. Like, I'm tempted to like do a unit filler base for his jester to be on a cavalry base as well and deploy them in a unit together. You know what I mean? So like it would be a unit of knights and he could be like in the middle at the back rank, just being one of the lads. I think that'd be kind of cool. A rainbow sparkle Nurgle pony. That's just utterly terrifying as a concept. I know you. I'm just bad with names. I remember. Oh, it's keeping out to me because I'm not signed in on this computer. Or Elias and Jester and Sir Pickle. I like anyone that paints sisters. Well, sisters are pretty amazing. Starting there Black Tennis. Yeah, I still haven't really, like, I have like 5,000 points of painted sisters, but they're all the metal ones. Hello, Purple Sparkle Unicorn is the name of my club. A unicorn themed night will be fun. Hope you're well, but I am well. I'm very well. I have your thingies still. I went over to Warhammer World, like I said, on the weekend to play games, and I took every ounce of my willpower not to bring over those secret thingies to use while I was there. But I restrained myself for you. But it was tough. I played my first game with Death Corps of Krieg in a 1,000 point game. I had 2 squads of infantry, a heavy weapon squad, a Leman Russ commander, and a demolisher, Lord Marshal Dreer, and a scout. That's pretty good. That feels a little light for 1,000 points. 2 squads of infantry, heavy weapon squad. Right, so you're up to like 12 points so far. A Leman Russ commander is pretty expensive. A demolisher is pretty expensive. Yeah, okay, you went for pretty heavy things at the end. I guess that makes up the rest of the 1,000 points. I really have enjoyed watching your videos on painting the Templars. Sorry, I was watching from what now? Alberta, Canada. Cool. Take a quick break from packing and getting ready to move. Oh, cool. I love Scout Sentinel. Well done, good sir. Excited to unleash them too. I know, they're so cool. It's just the people aren't ready. I can't wait to try your paint method from the Templars once I finish moving. Keep up the great work. A lot of people like that Templar video. Like if you look at the comments for that, there's a lot of people that tried it, really enjoyed it, and have painted Templar armies because of it. So I think it's one of the better, like simpler tutorials for painting Templars out there. So yeah, hopefully it does help. Oh, and an artillery team. There's the rest of the points. I was like, you're missing something. Paint them from the 11th edition, maybe. Okay, I think Tristan is glued to his little horsey. He is so old and so adorable. He's going to look great next to his jester all painted up. And obviously I've got to do him in red and black to match his jester, I think. Do I have to do that? What color should Tristan be? Is Tristan, like Tristan probably has an official color scheme. Is that his official color scheme? No, look, there's loads of different schemes for him. There he is next to his jester. Go away, highlight. Damn it! Yeah, look, there's a picture of him with his thing. Where's his shield? Tristan's shield is a totally different thing than what I have. Let me just double check my shelf and I haven't mixed up Tristan's shield with somebody else's. Do I have a Tristan's shield here? Because there's a lot of metal shields on the shelf. Oh, Tristan. I did mix it up. I did have it. I nearly glued on the wrong shield. So I do have Tristan's actual shield. So I think I'm just going to glue it on as well. I'm not going to try and like work around or have it separate. I'm just going to glue it on and we'll paint what we can paint and we'll make it work from there, I think. I think that'll be fine. I am excited to get back to painting another Bretonnian. I haven't painted one in a good couple of months now. Should be a bit of fun. Alright, now we have a Tristan done. I put him on a new horse. He's not supposed to be on this horse. He's supposed to be on the old Bretonnian horse, but this horse is just cooler, so I put him on that and I don't feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. This is what I shall be doing for the rest of the stream. Painting up my war dice. NH, thanks so much again for the £5. Started painting less than a year ago, and your Death Guard Terminator was my first guide. Your videos are awesome. What is your favorite Warhammer novel? Don't feel obliged to donate money. Just ask me a question. I appreciate the support. It's very nice of you, but I'll answer everybody's questions. So don't like. If you're spending the money just to ask me a question, thinking I would ignore you otherwise, I won't ignore you otherwise. That's a tough one. Favorite novel? It's a very tough question. From the Warhammer Fantasy series of books, so before, there's a series of Empire books written by Chris Wright, maybe? Chris Wright's earlier books, I think, were lots of fantasy stuff. And it was like, I can't remember the name of them now. Getting them mixed up. But those books were absolutely incredible. Find the name of them if you really want me to find them. And I think they're incredible. From 40k, Jesus. The Cyphus Kane. Okay, so my favorite books are the Cyphus Kane and Gaunt's Ghost books. Those are my favorite because I love being engrossed in big stories, big, huge story, like loads of books and lots to tell and stuff like that. But they're two very different series, even though they're both about a commissar and, you know, whatever. One is like a black comedy. It's just, it's grim. There's lots of humor in it. There is no humor in Gaunt's Ghost. It is just grim dark. And And I didn't give Gaunt's Ghost the time of day for like so many years. And then I did like 2 years ago. I was like, you know what? Let me just try this again, and I demolished all of them. So much so that I'm going to go back and just start rereading all of them again, because I just think they're that good. The whole Gaunt's Ghost series is phenomenal. And then of course the Horus Heresy, but I can't just say the Horus Heresy because there's 60, 70 odd books, and some of them are great and some of them are not my thing. What I will say is if you take the Siege books as a condensed thing, they're incredible. What a story. So yeah, and I'm a big reader when it comes to, like, I don't read any other books anymore outside of the Black Library, because I'm never going to run out of Black Library books, and like it works twofold. It's a great book for me to read, and it like enhances the rest of my hobby, so I just keep doing that. So I've read like 80% of the Black Library books ever, kind of thing. Like I read so many of them. So yeah, I have to agree, I myself am not a fan of all that highlighting. I know it's important to make the miniature pop, but I did enjoy how the Templars are done. Keep up the great work. And Turos, cheers pal, I intend to. We don't have to pay any. You have to pay me, White Wolf. You do specifically. Everyone else is fine. Damn it, that's 400 subs I didn't need to gift. Sucker. I bet that was a bit stressy. Glad you had a great time. Stressy. What was stressy? Oh, Laura. Finding it. Oh, yeah, that was really funny. Infinite Divine is one of the best 40k books ever written. It's true. Infinite Divine as a standalone book is beyond incredible. It's better if you know the little bit about the characters already. And that'll kind of help you. We don't have to pay Andy. Yeah. I held off the last few Gaunt's Ghost books because Toby Longworth hasn't. I know. I know. That was a real big problem for me when I got to that section and he hadn't done them. Like the change in voice actors is really hard, but you do get over it, and it's worth it. I don't know if he will go back and redo them. I hope he does. But I don't know if he will. And because I didn't know, I decided to just power through. White Wolf gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Total of 405 gifted to the channel. Thank you so much, buddy. Very much appreciated. Noise. Bigfoot hunting is a go then. Oh, damn right. Also, with the Horus Heresy, I'd personally read the first 4 before any others. Yeah, the first 5 are a story, and then they kind of veers off. And there's a thing online that Black Library themselves did. What an interesting thing to be on screen. The Black Library did, and it's like one of those like arc thingies where it's like, if you like Space Wolves, read this, then here's a Space Wolf arc and how you read them and stuff like that. So, yeah. Not really a club. Was introduced to Warhammer and fell in love with the orcs, and now the Templars. Just painting from my home. Nice. Great choices. Orcs are so much fun. Do you know why they didn't get a Space Wolf box from GW? Regardless, I can't wait to see how you paint them, especially the Wolf Priest. Yeah, I just think there wasn't enough of them. There's so many people on the creator program right now, that perhaps the shortage was a little bit lower. So I think they prioritize people that are going to do like battle reports and stuff, get a bit more use out of their box set. But people like Warhipster did get it and stuff, so don't know. I don't know. It is a bit strange. I've read all of them. No regrets. No, they're so good. They're amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of... I think I'm just going to get the metallics layered up as a quick thing. I know I've got other clothy bits, and I need to do the purple as well. I need to figure out what the hell colour I layered up the purple with. Do you have an idea what colour I layered my purple Death Guard with? I'm excited to do Space Wolves. So much so that I have... like, I haven't even got the box yet, but I have 3D printed all of my base toppers. So I've done all the base toppers needed for the entire Space Wolf launch box is like all ready to go. Even so much so as like they didn't have the correct size, so I shrunk them down. So I've got these ones for like the wolves and stuff that go with the Blade Masters, that go with the Wolf Guard guys. So they'll all have the same kind of Celtic steam style bases to match in with my Dreadnought that I did. So yeah, I'll be putting a little bit more effort into these than I did the Dreadnought. I was a little bit rushed on the Dreadnought and didn't do much with it. Most of it's covered in snow, but you know what I mean. So I just wanted, it's the first time I've ever done this, put this much effort into bases. So I think it should be a bit of fun, make it stand out a little bit more and stuff like that. So you are too full, so you may go now. Naughty. Okay. Water. I need water. Ooh, nearly out of water. Oh, not even remotely. Oh, that was awful. It'll do. If you like the Gaunt's Ghost books, Volpone Glory is also pretty good. Already read it. Would an entire detachment of mounted space wolves be Paw Patrol? Probably. Not gonna lie, that's yeah. Those are pretty sweet. They're nice toppers, yeah. They're once again the same people that did the Dreadnought parts. The not Great Tide Studios. So I think they have a bunch of different ones for other things as well. So I haven't like had the thought process to do it at the start of a project. So now I can just do it for the entire Space Wolves. What are your thoughts on 3D printers? As in, which is better, the one you use? Wait, what? Love to stay and chat, but I must get the stuff I have packing and moving. What are your thoughts on 3D printers? As in, which is better, the one you use or the? Oh, they're two very different things. The filament printers have come on a long way, though. They're getting really, really good. But I'll still say that filament is for scenery and resin is for miniatures. That's my kind of rule to myself. I don't think I would change that rule anytime soon. Some people can get some okay results from like PLA, plastic printers, filament printers with models, but I would never do it. Resin is just so much better. Oh, excuse me. More Red Bull required. Oh, it's going down so good. Okay. I think it's just Screamer Pink. No, it's like Magos Purple or something. What the hell color did I use for the... Oops. What the freak color was it? Was it you? No, it's definitely not you. Well, let's just grab a purple off of the two thin coats rack beside me. Yeah, let's just go Amethyst Rain and... Do I have a third one for you? I do. Is that... Yeah, that is the third one for you. Don't think I need to go that bright. Is it pink or is it purple? I'm so confused now. Thank you, good sir. Anytime, buddy. I used your Beast Loot tutorial from ages ago and it turned out great. I'm really happy to hear that. That model has since been cut off that base and put on a square base where he belongs. So, yeah. Did you buy some more Twin Tail Comet to bring back with you? I did not. I bought I bought my Reaver Titan weapons, so I now have a completed Reaver Titan to construct and stuff now. So that was slightly aggravating as a purchase, because it's like you're buying nothing. The beer. Oh, that crap. No, Jesus, no. That was awful. Jesus, no. I can feel when the lid is going to come with it. Yeah, see, every time. Frickin' pots, man. Great paints. Worst pots on the market. Are you going to come with it again? Or, yeah. What am I supposed to do here? Like, for fuck's sake. This is where I need to move the models out of the way before I do this, because I'm going to cover them in purple and they're going to get wrecked. Come here to me. Absolute joke. Ah, no, I'm covered in purple paint. Yay! It was layered with Screamer Pink. I just looked up your Lord of Pox's video. Did I really go straight into Screamer Pink? I don't know if I did. It's more purples here. So I think it's before my Lord of Pox's. I think I did pink for his one. But I think the original one's supposed to be that dark purpley color, which is more like Screamer Pink kind of color would be the... I don't know. Let me look up a Terminator before I make this decision, because I don't want to make it look weird. And Death Guard Terminator. Death Guard Terminators. Okay, theirs are way more dull. They're almost a brown as opposed to like a pinky purple. What the hell? Now I'm gonna struggle. Maybe I'll do like a burgundy color with it. Yeah, let's just try Sword Hilt Burgundy. That might work. Looks very pink, to be honest with you, and that's very purple. God damn it. Volupus? No, I don't think so. I think Volupus is too... I think it's like a Magos or something. The highlight with a physically mixed Screamer Pink and Pink Heart. No, I can't imagine every intestine in the world being the same color. It's not the intestine, buddy. It's the fabric. So there. I just gotta forget it. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna do the metallics. I'll worry about that another time. I'm not on screen hemming and hawing for 20 minutes on color pink to use. Such cool models. So how's everyone else feeling about new Heresy? Do you have any thoughts? Do any people who play Heresy already that have seen that new stat line and can explain it to me? It feels like they're making it even more complicated again. Extended stat line? I don't need extended stat lines. I am still very excited for a plastic fell blade though. I've always wanted a fell blade. That rounded turret. So cool. I don't know what gun I'd give it. I wonder if it's going to be multiple kits or whether it's all going to be in one kit. I want to add a fell blade to my 40k army. Yeah, I wonder if there'll be like legends rules to do that. You can't do that with some stuff, can't you? No, don't throw the model around. How menacing must it be to see a Death Guard roaming across the battlefield with a giant grenade launcher? Like, was a bolter not enough for you, you lunatic? Oh yeah, Andy, did you see all the cool stuff coming to Heresy? Yes, that's what I was just talking about. Like I said, to me, the Foul Blade is the standout thing. Also, really, really do like the Mark II Marines. They're very cool. So, hopefully they'll look good with Imperial Fist yellow all over them. The boarding Marines as well. Oh my god. 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 Everybody knows they belong with Imperial Fists. I think the Breaches are up there with my favorite. Yeah, for sure. The Breaches are just 10 out of 10. Everybody wants them. The Breachers being an upgrade kit is really nice. Yeah. All of them being upgraded so they can, and they talked about stuff can fit on all the different marks. Even the destroyer guns on the Mark IIs just being like, yeah, you can just put them on normal dudes, Mark 3s, Mark 4, Mark 6, whatever you want to do, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I've got 40 breachers and ultramarines to reenact the scene from Betrayer. That's awesome. Would you rather be stuck in a room with a Plague Marine, Night Lord, or Erebus? Also, what's your favorite paint set? Citadel, Tooth and Coats, etc. Okay, who would I rather be stuck in a room with? Probably Erebus. The smell from the Plague Marine would probably be pretty unbearable. What the Night Lord would do to you, you would be pretty horrible. And with Erebus, like, it's a 1 in a million shot, but you got a shot. Like, you could just start swinging. Just, he'll get bored and kill you pretty quick, so at least you die fast. Favorite paint set is Citadel. I use that the most. When I'm having fun and playing around, I like to use the Two Thin Coats range. I genuinely have a lot of fun using that range of paints. But then also I've got the new Army Painter stuff coming in like a few weeks, so I'm going to try that out and stuff. So that, in my opinion, may change again. Who knows? But as a standard, it's Games Workshop paints are the ones I use the most. Keep your back to the wall. Yeah. We as a group are trying to decide what game system or what thing we will do when we go to our Warhammer World trip next year. And there's like, no one can really kind of latch down on what game system or what we should do. There's a few things being thrown around as potentials. The Heresy is one, Legion Imperialis is one. The 40k campaign style thing based on the new Armageddon stuff is one. So we're all really not sure what would be the best thing to do, what would be the most enjoyable, or what armies we want to make from what, and so it's kind of all up in the air. Skirmish games are fast turnaround. It's not impossible to do a skirmish style game. It won't be more time. There's only one choice, and it's Gorka Morka. Yeah. I don't even know if you're allowed to play Mordheim or Gorka Morka in the Hall of Miniatures. There's weird disputes as to the rights to those two particular games. Clearly 30k is your only option. It's not your only option. Like I said earlier, like I'm concerned by them making the game even more complicated based on the stat line increase that we saw with the reveals. Making a game more complicated is a surefire way for me never to play that game. Please check the Discord. Oh god, what have I done? Do 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 do. The leadership change just makes it more like Rogue Trader or Necromunda. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though? When you start painting the empty bolter shells on Wolverine's base and notice there's more than... Yeah, that's not what you want. Someone said Rogue Trader, now I have to drink. Oh god. I have had a 40k fix for going back and replaying Inquisitor on the PC. Been enjoying... Oh, that's cool. That's pretty tasty. Honestly, really pumped for 30k. Just to say, a shame my group won't play it. Yeah. That's not what you want. Like, I'm sure I have people I can play it with. It's just if they're gonna play it the right way for me is the problem. Like I said, I feel like it should definitely feel like a more of a narrative, story-driven game. not just, you know, tournament heads playing with complicated rule set and making you have no fun. Aloha, putting finishing touches on a 30 squig. Nice. That's a lot of squigs. Jesus Christ. You ain't messing around, are ya? 30 squigs in one squad. Hoping to take an all squig army to the 500 point thing I'm doing on Sunday. Jesus. My local GW always does a big narrative battle. Makes me wish I played 30k. That's awesome. Showing me I wouldn't last 2 seconds in 40 as I attack tanks with melee. Damn well, yeah. After I finish painting these Terminators, I have 1,000 points of Death Guard painted. The army is progressing nicely. Now, I do have Mortarion in that list, so it's not exactly a true 1,000 point list, if that makes sense. A little bit cheating with a Demon Primarch in there, swallowing up a whole heap of points. Any idea what color these censored smoky bits should be? I still don't know. It's kind of getting to that point where I need to paint them almost, and I still don't know what I'm supposed to do. Sounds like a normal chaos list in my 40k league. Morty is that one model. I don't know why I can't seem to do a good job on him. Maybe next year. He was a lot of fun to paint. Dreadful Visage. Yeah. Your new YouTube video loses the voice early on. Laura? Apparently the voice is gone on the video quite early on. Fixing it already. Silly YouTube. Obviously I've got to do the nihilic oxide stuff now for the metallics and the armor. I was tempted to just throw that up the smoke and see where we kind of go from there. I think it would be kind of cool looking. It's definitely not going to be the only plague sensor in the army, so they could all be the same kind of thing like that. Was just going to watch the cheering vid, but audio cuts out. Yeah, it's getting fixed now. YouTube is a fickle person. It's a nightmare. Let's very quickly try the nihilic oxide on the smoke and see what effect it actually does give us. Maybe a slightly bigger bristle brush for this. Will this look nice? And he did it on purpose. He's been practicing for Mediocre silent movie. Oh, if only that were true. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. Just give me a few seconds. Trying to get this smoky color anywhere that it's not supposed to go. Who's raiding with a party of 11? What did I not just see? Polly Shalamazel. I'm so bad with names. Thank you so much, Polly, for the raid. Bringing in party 1. Hope you guys are good. Hope your stream was a bit of fun. Get some cool hobby or something. And yeah. I want to know how the sneaky bugs did at Warhammer World. You will. You will know. Now I'm putting some nihilic oxide on my sneaky Death Guard. Death Guard are sneaky, right? Ah, it won't focus. Focus. There you go. Was good. Just worked on Dwarf Mage from Durgan Paint Forge. That's a weird thing for me personally, because dwarves in Warhammer Fantasy can't use magic. Well, they can, but if they use too much of it, they turn to stone. So when you said Dwarven Mage, it was like, that's not right. Hopefully he's turning out well. You're happy with him? Who's going to eat the bloody deer? Do. I keep painting oxidized stuff into Death Guard armor for no real reason other than it's an extra like little speck of color, and it seems to do an alright job of it. You don't have to think too much about it. You just find all the cracked rivets and stuff like that, and you just put a bit in. We'll see how the smoke dries. Polly needs one follower to hit 200. Oh, well, everyone go and give old Polly a follow. It's got to be the rules. Was just going to watch this turn of videos, no audio. Yes. Dry brush white after dried for smoky effect. Yeah, I'll definitely. It won't just be the Nitric oxide. It'll be something. Maybe not white, but something other, like bluey green or something. Works with Tesseract Glow. Yeah, for sure. I'm the lad who saw you Warhammer World and flagged you down after the stairs. That's happening, buddy. How are you? I hope you won your games. Oh, of course I did. Who do you think you're speaking to? Sorry if intruded or weirded you out. I was very starstruck. Don't be silly. Starstruck is a weird word to put in here. But no, of course. I love when people come up and we can have a bit of a chat and stuff like that. So don't feel weird at all. You were not the first or the last for that weekend, so it is all good. Look upon my squigs, ye mighty, and despair. I presume you posted a picture of your squiggy boys. Oh, the yawn begins. More energy drink is required. So zoomed in. Yeah, it's better. That's the stuff. I was very much interested in the nitric oxide for things like these swords, big horrible plague swords, because obviously I could just fill in the holes with some of the nitric oxide. It obviously immediately adds a little splash of color. And then I can just run her up the blade a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's not just flat metallics, and now it's just a little bit more older and a little bit more grimier and stuff. So I think that works. No picture, no, just admiring the magnificent. No, fantastic. Managed to get myself the ever elusive Lady Jacquard from a Retonian army and a damsel in a green knight. What's that? Warm World. You made some very, very solid choices. I wanted to just buy Old World Heroes, but I decided to just, make the sensible decision and buy the two arms. Well, the arm and the missile rack for the top of my Reaver Titan. So now I have a completed Reaver Titan, like I said earlier. So it felt a little bit like I was buying nothing, but I'm sure I will feel great when I build the Reaver Titan, and it's all just standing there looking awesome. And obviously we're going to be painting it on the long stream. That was the whole purpose of the Reaver Titan. So we will be doing a stream in the next kind of a little while. It'll be a lot more planning. Don't worry, it's not just going to randomly be a Thursday. But where we go live with an unpainted Reaver Titan. And we don't finish the stream until the Titan is painted. So an entire Reaver Titan painted in one sitting on a stream. So the stream length is completely variable. I have no idea if it'll take 12 hours, it'll take 24 hours. I don't know. I ain't got no clue. Oh my God, would you focus ever? Focus on what's in my friggin' hand. No, your cutting mat is far too interesting. The people obviously want to see the lines all the time, forever and ever. I just painted the side of my face, I think. Genius. Don't worry, get over being Star Trek when you met him a few times. Oh, I'm tearing that sticker off my cases. You've lost sticker privileges, young lady. Just got the elementals in the mail a couple of days ago. It's really hard to not put down my current project and build and paint them. Lol, yep. Why would we want to see lines when there's baked beans on show? Silly camera. I hate you. It's absolutely amazing. So amazing that I have it in 4 or 5 different editions. Which one are we calling? The book you should give a go is called Legends of what? Who's saying this? Medusa. Is it Medusa saying this? Replying to Medusa. Where are you? Book you should give a go is Legends of Lattes by Travis. Is that a Warhammer book? Because if it's not, I'm not reading it. Your mental respect the comment. Yeah, well, it'll be fun, or it'll be insane. I don't know. Just a bit of crack. It might be my next. It might be my next charity stream. Because we haven't done a charity stream in 2 years now or something. So we might do another charity stream, make it all line up together and stuff, and have a bit of fun with it. The Legend sounds good. You haven't answered me. I presume it's not a what is the book? Ah, no, you fell over. You fell over. Ah, now where do I put nilic oxide in the chainmail shirt? That's a tough one. It's a D&D type story of an orc who wants to give up fighting to open a coffee shop, only no one knows what coffee is. Like, I have no doubt that that's a good book by the fact that you told me. I'm not saying it's not a good book, but if I read that as the synopsis of a book, there is nothing that would make me read it. That sounds awful. Funny, that's the bit that hooked me because it's so different. Yeah, each to their own. Legends Latte Appreciation Club. Oh no, I've done the soldering version of painting myself into a corner, soldered up with a wire on wrong side and a gap too small to poke through. Oh no. Turned video is reposted. Did that mean we wasted our tell everybody bit? It does, doesn't it? If it was Legends and Red Bull, and he would be all over it. No. I don't need to read cute books. I want to read Space Marines being badasses. What time yet? Time you gotta watch her. Hydrate. Oh, fine. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Just keep adding the oxide. Absolutely everywhere. Oxidize makes everything better. Oh. Ugh. These Terminators are grueling, but lots of fun. Not grueling. Grueling's wrong, because grueling makes it feel like it's a chore. It's a lot of fun. There's just so much more to them than a basic infantry model with size and scale and stuff. And the fact that I do have, like, I don't know, 12 or 13 more of them to paint after these 5 is... It's quite a lot to do. What? Donut switch a tab, couldn't break off, so I need to desolder anything, lol. Oh. Oh, that's alright. I'm going to have an early night. Have a good evening, everyone. White Wolf, goodbye. Glyn, sleep well. Oxidized done in 3 of 5. Slowly but surely getting there. It's gonna be nice. I think I can get it done by the end of the stream. So at least all of the metallics will be now finished on them. So it's just the cloth and figure out the cloth color and then do the horns, and I think that's the Terminator's done. So we're definitely getting there. Final stretch for these bad boys. Okay, I think I'm gonna fill in his entire... I think that works. A little oxidize the eye action. Why not? Add a bit of colour to it. No big deal. That was a bit much. Ashley Gibson, howdy, 16th month of the abuse from me. I paid for it and I like it. Oh god, you deserve it, buddy. You truly do. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. 16 months, very big. You're a madman. Good time, Warhammer World, still hungover? No, I'm good. I'm pretty good. Yeah, it was a good time. Games were had. Hall of Miniatures was explored. Money was spent. Alcohol was consumed. Pounds were put on. It was a little holiday, all right. Yeah. What more could you want? Four of five. Last guy to put a little bit of oxidizing on. Successfully converted money into memories the best way. I like that saying. That's really nice. And yes, I was. So distracted putting this oxidization on, so I'm really sorry if I'm being quiet. It's what I'll also say about work. I have efficiently converted my existence into money. Oh no. But yeah. I prefer the money into memories one. The other one's a little bit depressing. Okay, that is all of the metallics on these boys done now. Like I said, it is just the cloth and the horns left, and like some glowing eyes maybe. And then I will call these 5 Tuiminators, which are so pale on screen. They're not that color, it's just weird. But they're gonna be done, and then yeah. Then I just have the 2 tanks left, the little tank and the bigger tank, to paint for the thingy. What I was thinking for the bigger tank is what I might do is this stippling technique that I've done for other videos. So I'll do the, plague bear flesh all over it or whatever, and then stipple on the death guard, and then stipple on the Nurgling green, then hit it with the yellow glaze, just to give it that effect, and hopefully it'll blend in, and it'll be a lot quicker to do than trying to do like scratchy lines across big huge flat holes, which would be a nightmare. So I think it'll work. I think it'll be really cool, and I think it'll be very quick, which is what we want. To get the green hole part done anyway, then tracks are going to be, shouldn't be hard to figure out how to do it all. So yeah, I am excited. I have to build them both though. Oh god damn it. So much tank, so little time. We shall be raiding in about 5 minutes. There's currently 40 of us chilling on Twitch, which is quite a respectable, nice number. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. 21 people on YouTube, 61 people in total. It's really nice. So 40 people jumping across on a raid would be really cool. Chatting some guy, making him feel good, giving him some follows, all that stuff. Okay, it was only 36 bolter shells on Moravin's base. I'm fairly sure there's something I've done that has more than that. And it was another one of those big scenic bases where it was just mental. But what the hell was it? What was it? What was it? Does Rabute have loads of honest bolter shells on his base? I don't think he does. But on the right track. It was like Rabute or Gazgul or something. I don't know what the hell it was. What was it? I do not know. That's gonna annoy me now. I have this like memory of painting that. Yeah, but I haven't painted the new gas, so it doesn't make sense that I said that. Yeah. I have a very vivid memory of doing it and being annoyed at how many boulder shells were on the ground. Now I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Sure, I'll find it someday. Maybe it's one of the Primarchs actually. I painted a lot of Primarchs now. Maybe it's one of them. Dorn's base. Does Dorn's base have 1 million boulder shells on it? No. Get out of the way, you. Someone far more important is here. I suppose that would be a reason to try and push for like playing Heresy at the next event, is like I would get to use Dad on the table for the first time ever. I'd kind of be all up for that. Like, we don't even know what points we would try and play, if we would try and get bigger games in, or would it be smaller, still like 1,500 points, or it might have been Horus Ascended actually. That kind of rings a bell now. But I feel like, I don't know whether it would make a huge difference. It probably would, but in my head, even if we decide to play like smaller, let's say we're like, okay, we can only really feasibly pack 1,500 points of Heresy because we each have like 4 tanks in that and everything's. But I would then be like, okay, everyone gets their Primarch for free, and you know what I mean, just as an extra little thing. But if you're doing the Titan on stream, I guess can't airbrush. Will you stipple? No, they'll definitely be airbrushing. You can just suck it up and put some earplugs in for that bit. There's no way I'm struggling through painting a Reaver Titan without all of my tools. And I haven't not used airbrushes for all my other Knights and Titans and stuff. So no, I will be using an airbrush. I'll just do it when one of the... I'm sure Laura will pop on for a few segments. I will shut my mic off and she can yap at you about stuff for an hour and I'll get some airbrushing done. Oh no, don't do that. The Primarchs are crazy. OP and unbalanced. Trust me, it won't be fun. But if everybody has one, how would that not balance itself out a little bit? Like, if I'm playing Heresy and there's no Primarchs on the table, then what's the bloody point? I'll just play 40k. Like, what would be the point? I tried to do quite a clever job of his base. How did I do it though? Oh yeah. Heresy has loads of tanks. That's what I mean. Do. Okay, people, there 39 of us have stuck around. One of us has dropped out. Disgraceful conduct. So let's see if we can find someone cool to raid. I'm going to head off. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. See you Thursday. Thanks for streaming, Mandy. It's going to be a pleasure. Hope to catch you again soon. I'm off to walk the black dog. Nice. Enjoy walking the pupper. It sounds like a stream with Andy in the background while Laura talks about monsters in Halloween. Well, that's pretty much every stream. So yeah, it sounds about right. Just chatting Warhammer miniatures and modelers. We just missed out on being on the top line. Absolutely disgraceful. 2nd edition army shenanigans. Have we rated this person before? Let's see. We have, because we have the option to subscribe instead of follow. I always like trying to find people like that are new that we haven't rated before. Obviously, that's not the option all the time. Nah, let's just rate him. 2nd edition army shenanigans sound like a bit of fun. Twitch is this one. Let's read. Oh, I broke it. And I will put just a link for everyone else if they want to click and join in. They are more than welcome. All right, guys, thank you as always. I will catch you for Thursday's stream where we will have the showcase, and I will either finish off these Death Guard or I will finish them off tomorrow night, and I'll be working on something else. So, yep, I love you all, and goodbye.